Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie and this is going to be another, I guess I could say the December version some December edition of What's on My Kindle. Okay, so for the last couple months, I have been doing a What's on My Kindle, just sort of the last 10 things that I have received on my Kindle, whether it be ARCs or purchases, and this idea has just blown up because I am on so many different platforms when it comes to books and different mediums, not platforms, different mediums that I receive books and things like that and intake books. This is kind of blown up. This is going to be as quick of a video as I possibly can, but I now have like 4 different categories of things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So if it has a release date or it's an ARC, I will put the release date in here if I can, or I know I can. I'll put the release date, month and year in there because some of the ARCs don't release until 2020, and for purchases, of course, you can always get them. And then these 2 new categories is things that I physically bought and audiobooks. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I will timestamp those 4 categories down in the description box just in case you were looking for something specific. Let's get to the ARCs that I have recently received. These are the last 10 ARCs. Many of them I'm not exactly sure how to explain them because, as you guys know, or as I could keep reminding you, for the most part, I go into books blindly and I try not to read synopses or try not to find out what's going on with the book before I actually read it. I like to be surprised by it. So my last ARCs that I have received was Undercover Bromance by Lyssa K. Adams, and this has been hyped. This is the sequel from, yeah, that book right there. And I'm just looking forward to it. It has been hyped. I wished for it on NetGalley and they granted my wish. I was so surprised that they actually gave this to me, and it's so early. So I'm really excited to get into this book. I also requested A Sweet Mess by Jayci Lee. Now, this is an Asian author, and I'm looking forward to reading this book. I requested one of her other books earlier this year, or just a couple months ago, and was rejected for it. So when this one came up, I was like, oh, it's the same author. I really, really want to read this. It has such a cute cover, and let me see if they'll grant me my wish. And they did. I was so excited about that, and I'm looking forward to jumping into this book. From Alaska with Love by Allie James. This has a dog on the front, and the premise is that the dog helps its master, if I'm not mistaken, find love, and it's in Alaska. I don't read very many Alaska books, so I'm super excited to get into this one. A Taste of Her Own Medicine by Tasha Harrison. Now, this book is actually not going to be on my TBR anytime soon. There has been some controversy about some of the things that are dialogued within this book that I don't necessarily agree to or feel comfortable with. So I will probably just leave this on my TBR, and once the hype sort of dies down from it, I may try and pick up this book again, just, you know, letting it kind of die down in my mind about things that I have found out via the internet. The next book that I've received, Hideaway by Stephie Walls. Stephie Walls is an author that I continually follow, and whenever she puts out a book, I try and get a copy of it. I have no clue what this one is about, but it's Stephie Walls, and I love her writing. I also got A Dozen Second Chances, and in my notes, I don't have the author's name, but I'm sure you can see it on the book cover. Having a hard time. This whole being sick thing is really like dragging down my production value. Ooh. The next book was On the Corner of Hope and Maine by Beverly Jenkins. I am so excited about this. This will be another Beverly Jenkins book that I am sure to get a history lesson from, as well as a great story. And I am just ready to be dragged into Miss Bev's world of amazingness. I requested The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren. Now, I have a love-hate sort of relationship with Christina Lauren. I wouldn't necessarily say hate, because I don't necessarily hate any of their books. I just don't love them as much as I love some of the other ones. So, hopefully, this one doesn't disappoint me like some of the other ones have. And I really enjoy this. But I'm really looking forward to it, because this writing duo is pretty freaking amazing. They're really, really sweet in person, and I do enjoy reading their books. Just sometimes the topics miss the mark for me. The next book was If I Never Met You by Mhairi McFarlane. I requested this, wished for it quite a few months ago as soon as it popped up on my the possibility to request over on NetGalley, and I was like, ooh, I kind of really want to read this because I like the cover. It is one of those illustrated covers that is getting some flack, so I kind of want to go in and see what this story is going to be about. The 10th book that I have received as an ARC is Ring Ready by Cary Hart, and Cary was having some internet issues. I was supposed to ARC read this, however, I didn't get it until after it had released, but I'm still looking forward to it. I believe it is a either spin-off or sequel to her Unlucky in Love story, and I'm just super pumped about it because I'm sure it's going to be a rom-com. I think it has something to do with fake dating or maybe fake marriage or proposals. Something funny is going to happen, and there's going to be love, and I'm sure there's going to be some sexy time, so I'm here for it. Here for it. On to the last 10 things that I purchased, and that was Audition by Skye Warren. This is either a prequel or the final book in the North Security series that I have been reading slowly but surely getting through, and I'm excited to jump into this one. The Lineup by Meghan Quinn. This was her most recent release, and I ARC read this. I loved this book. There were moments in it, like the last couple books from Meghan, that I wanted to toss this out and was like, oh, ooh, Meghan. But this was amazing. I will link, or I will write down in the description box which week I did a full review on that one. Landon and Shay Part 2 by Brittainy C. Cary. I am actually currently reading this one, and it is ripping my heart out even more than the first book did. It deals with mental health and love and epic love, and I am just here for it. It's doing some things to my emotions. Hot for Holidays Anthology. This is a bunch of authors that got together and did holiday novellas. And I believe this one was free, or maybe it was 99 cents, but I had to have it because there were authors in there that I'm just like, yes, I'm here for it. I ride or die with you, so yes. I also picked up Holiday Ever After Anthology, which is another bunch of authors that I ride or die and love, so I had to have it. I Need You Tonight by Teagan Hunter. I actually got the physical copy from Teagan during Indies Invade Philly, so of course I had to have it on as an ebook. Yes, duh. Whatever Happens by Micalea Smeltzer. This is a local-ish author to me, and I love supporting her. She is super sweet, and I like how her books are just perfectly set for new adult, and I just really enjoy her stories. So to support her, I purchased this book, this new book that she has out. Chasing Into Her by Mia Sosa. This author is an author that I have been wanting to read for a long time, and at this point I'm collecting her books. I haven't read one yet, but I'm collecting her books, and I need to get into them. Just period. I need to get into them. I also got the Christmas in the City Anthology, which is a group of author duos writing, or authors dueling up, pairing together to write stories for the Christmas theme. And yes, more authors that I ride or die for. And the 10th book that I have recently purchased is A Broken Record by K.A. Linde. This is the final book in the record series. It is a standalone, so you don't necessarily need to read the rest of the books to understand this one, if I'm not mistaken. This was originally I guess published or released in chapters through her newsletter, and now it's all bundled together, so I had to get it. So, because waiting weeks after week after week was not doing it for me, I like to sit down and get into K.A. Linde's books, because this series is amazing. I absolutely love this series, so I'm really looking forward to jumping into this book. The audiobooks that I have recently received, here are the last 10 that I have. The Stopover by T.L. Swan. This was a KU Audible that I picked up the book, as well as getting the audio version that comes with it through Kindle Unlimited, and it's for a special project that's going to be upcoming, so be on the lookout for that. I also got Dirty Letters by Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward. This was also offered on Kindle Unlimited, and it came with the audiobook version, so I can listen to it for that special project. The Fadeaway by Rebecca Jenshek, and I was offered a audiobook copy of this book that has already been released, so that I can listen to it for a PR company and give my honest review of it. I listened to the third book in this series and really enjoyed it, so now I get to go back and listen to this book, as well as The Assist by Rebecca Jenshek, which is the next book in the series. I think I may have gotten that backwards, but it's book 1 and 2, and I've already listened to number 3. Both of them were offered through a PR company that I work with, and I'm excited to listen to those. The AI That I Loved by Alyssa Cole. This is offered on the Audible Escape program, which used to be called the Romance program or Romance package, and I am currently listening to this. It is so good. It has this just funness, and it's sci-fi, it's romantic, it's just amazing so far. Just yes, I can't wait to tell you guys my full feelings on that one. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is a murder mystery. I believe it was something that I had been looking for. It was on my wish list, and it came up on the daily deals, so of course I had to pick it up because I had been waiting for it to see if I wanted to read it. And I believe I got it as a as a Amazon Prime member original, or like monthly book, what have you. I'm not exactly sure why I picked this up, besides the fact that it was murder mystery, and this month is all about murder mystery, so I'm excited to try and listen to that one. Shopping for the Billionaire by Julia Kent. I have been seeing some of my bookish friends getting into this series of really quick novellas, and it sort of fits, and I'm excited to get into it. These should be quick listens. It is offered on the Audible Escape program. The Big O by H.J. Bellis, and this was offered by the Audible Escape program as well, and I'm just digging this cover, so I had to pick it up. I want a rom-com, so I'm thinking this is going to be a rom-com. Hold Me Cowboy by Maisie Yates. This was actually picked up before for a project that I had been trying to do. I think it might have been for 'Tis the Season-a-thon that I picked this one up, but I'm excited. It was like the ninth book that I have picked up recently. It's offered in the Audible Escape program as well. And then the last book that I picked up was Love Online by Penelope Ward. I have been wanting to read this. I purchased a physical copy of it during a book signing just a couple months ago, and I want to read this because it's Penelope Ward, and I need more Penelope Ward in my life. Woo. Okay. On to the last, like, physical purchases that I made. Oh my goodness. Went to the bookstore on Black Friday and picked up some books. These are the books. So I picked up Debbie May Comer and Sheila Roberts because it's Christmas. I wanted to read this because I think Bree from Bree Hill has read this, said she liked it or enjoyed it, or maybe she was going to try and read it, but I'm not exactly sure. But I love this cover, and I was going to use it for a challenge, but didn't get to it. But I had picked it up. It was really inexpensive, so yeah. I picked up Kerrigan Bryn's The Duke with the Dragon Tattoo. I am loving me some Kerrigan Bryn. This cover is stunning, and I also get to meet her at a Polycon in 2020, so I'm excited about that. Remember when I was telling you guys that I'm all for Mia Sosa? Yep, I picked up Acting on Impulse by Mia Sosa. Isn't this the same book that I talked about earlier? Nope, it's not. This is a different one. But I picked this one up, and I'm excited for it because I was like, oh, Mia Sosa, gotta get it. It looks amazing. I also got The Hunter by Kerrigan Bryn because this one goes with the Rebellious Victorians, I think it is. And this is Millie's story. Yes, I think this is book number 2 in that series. It comes after The Highwayman. I have already read The Highwayman. I have already read this one. I just wanted it in my possession because they are amazing. The Scot Beds His Wife by Kerrigan Bryn, and cover by, probably. Cover by, right here. Yes. Okay, if you guys did not know, we broke the internet on Black Friday for Meghan Quinn. We crashed her website, and my books finally came in. I'm so excited about these. Woo, did an Insta story about it. If you didn't see it, oh well, too bad. It's gone already. But I picked up a copy of The Dugout. Do you see how amazing this book cover is? It is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Love it. Love it. And it is personalized and signed to me. This actually is the series that I was talking about when it comes to the lineup. This one is the second book, and I also picked up a copy of the first book, which is The Locker Room, and now I just need to get a copy of the lineup from Meghan. But the reason we broke the internet is for these amazingly beautiful blackout edition books from Meghan Quinn. 3 Blind Dates in blackout, The Mother Road in blackout, and The Locker Room in blackout. So, look at that. They're so pretty. Look at that together. What? These are special edition. I am so geeked that I got a copy of all 3 of them that she's offering, because initially she was going to do more, but now she's not. I'm excited about it. Yeah. Meghan Quinn's about to get a shelf of her own, like some other authors that I have back there. So, have you read any of the books that I have just talked about? I know I talked about them quickly and very, very briefly, but let me know if any of the covers look interesting to you, because the covers are stunning, so many of them, and they just called to me to say, read me. Let me know if you have read anything that I just listed off down in the comments section. Make sure you're on the lookout for a special video that I will be dropping, letting you guys know what the special project is. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. All my links, social information is down there as well. Amazon store, Patreon links, everything. Check out that description box, you guys. Do that, because so much stuff is down there, along with watching the video. So thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.